Guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetshoes.com, and today we are going to do a quick hands-on review and preview of the Blackberry Z3. Blackberry Z3 is the latest flagship phone from Blackberry, which has been launched in India today, and as of now this device is already available for pre-booking. You can pre-book this device on Flipkart as well as on My Store e-commerce portal, so you can go ahead and pre-book it for a price of 14,990, and this is the introductory price. However, the MRP of this device is going to be 15,990. However, you can actually get this device for much lower price within few weeks, I guess, from the retailers out there. You can get this device for approximately 13 to 14,000 rupees in the market. That is something which we expect. So in this particular video, we are going to tell you what all you have on this device as far as hardware specification goes, what kind of camera you have, what kind of hardware you are getting, and for what price, whether it is actually a worth kind of a device, at least as far as specifications are concerned. So starting our review, first of all, it is running the latest version of Blackberry OS, and as you can see, it is the Blackberry 10 OS which this device is running. It has a huge display. It has an IPS LCD display which does give you pretty good viewing angles as well. The kind of build quality and the material which has been used is pretty good. It looks like a very premium phone for this price point, so you can say that this device has almost very good build quality, as you might have seen in the premium phone Z10, which is right now available for a price of approximately 17,000 rupees in the market. So again, this device has been launched very closer to the price of the Z10, which is already there in the market and which is kind of a premium device. But again, this one is also pretty good in terms of the build quality, and the kind of material used is also good. However, at the back side we can see we have a rubberized matte finish with Blackberry logo over here on this device, and you do have the audio port over here for the loudspeaker, the audio section, and then you have the 5 megapixel camera with LED flash. You do have a secondary mic as well on this device for noise cancellation and video chat. On the front of the device, if we take a look, we can show you that the device is having a front camera as well. It is a 1.1 megapixel camera. It can record high definition video at 720p. As far as hardware specification goes, this device has Qualcomm MSM 8230 Snapdragon 200 dual core processor. It is a 1.2 gigahertz dual core processor carried 200 cores, and you have Adreno 305 as the GPU on this device, which is again pretty good. So you can do good amount of gaming as well on this device, provided you have games available on the Blackberry store. So Blackberry store is also getting new application. However, this device is also capable of running Android application, and it will get the on Android runtime support for Android 4.4 KitKat as well. As per they say, Jelly Bean is already supported, so you can run Jelly Bean application on this device by side loading them, and you can run them on this device. So you do not have any problem as far as application scenario goes. You can actually run Android applications on this device which are running on Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. However, you can always run 4.4.4 KitKat, or you can say KitKat applications as well, can also be run on this device. Talking about the other specifications of this device, it has got an 8 GB of internal memory. The build quality it has is pretty good. However, I can tell you whether the back cover is removable. So the back cover is removable, and I think it should come out over here. Okay, so one thing I can confirm now is that the back cover is not removable. That means the battery cannot come out. It has a 2500 milliampere hour battery, and again the build quality is good. On the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack over here, as you can see. On this side you have the power and sleep key on the top, which is difficult at times to access, but again you will get used to it. You do have these rubber buttons over there, and then you have a button over here in the middle which is a play and pause button for the music, and you have the volume rocker which is separated into two parts, as you can see. At the bottom you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. As far as OTG goes, OTG is not supported on this device, so you do not have on-the-go USB support. You do have a primary microphone for voice calling on this device at the bottom, and on the front we can see we have the nice metallic earpiece, the front camera over here. Touch capacitor buttons are not there within the display of this phone, not on the body as well, because the OS is again one touch OS, so you can actually use this phone without using any of your other finger. However, it does support multi-touch as well. So this is how the OS look like, almost the same kind of look and feel which you might have seen on the Z10 and Z30, but it does got some new changes as well. So taking a look of the notification center, this is how the new notification center look like. It does have all these toggles for the mobile, Wi-Fi, rotation lock. You can go to the settings directly as well. You can adjust the brightness, you can use the flashlight at the backside as a torch. So I can go into settings and show you the details of this device. Taking a look over the about version, this device is running the software version of 10.2.1. 10.3 Blackberry 10.3 OS is also going to be rolled out in India by the end of this year, but as of now the Z3 which we have with us is running 10.2.1, which is kind of change in terms of the UI and new features. You do have all these features over here. You have a flight mode, network connections you can access, you can control the main volume, you have the option of controlling the accounts, so you can actually set up different accounts on this device. And then when it comes to the display, we do have support for automatic brightness as well. So as you can see, the brightness can be controlled from here. However, as of now, one thing I can show you is that you do not have any specific option to control the automatic brightness, but as per they say, it does have support for automatic brightness with the help of the proximity and ambient light sensors over there on the device. When it comes to notifications, you do have notification and Blackberry ID support, and all these things are supported. You do have other Blackberry services like Blackberry Protect supported. You have a security and privacy settings as well. When it comes to language and input keyboard, it is the same kind of keyboard which you might have seen earlier. And when it comes to the active frames on this device is around 4, because this device has low amount of RAM, and the RAM on this device is again not very low, but they have optimized the OS in such a way that you can have only 4 active frames. For example, I have 4 active frames as of now, and if I launch YouTube, the last frame will go away. So in this case, as you can see, if I take a look, the YouTube was not launched, I guess. Let me just launch something else. So maybe if I launch the calendar, so if I launch calendar and if I minimize it, you will have calendar over here and all those other applications, but the application which was here, it actually get lost. So you can have like 4 active frames at a time on this device. You do have the same kind of OS with the Blackberry hub over there, which you can access for the text messages and other things. And you do have all these features which were there supported on the Z10 and Z3, Z10 and Z30. So you have all the features of the Z10 and Z30 as far as OS is concerned supported on the Z3 as well. It is a pretty good phone, I would say. In terms of the build quality, it is slightly thicker in terms of the dimensions as far as thickness goes, but in terms of the weight, it does not feel very heavy, but slightly heavier than the Z30 and Z10. Especially if you compare it with the Z10, it is slightly heavy. It is around 164 gram. Thickness of the device is around 9.3 millimeter, which is again making this device pretty thick, not too slim. The display resolution which we have on this device is a QHD display, so it is not a full high definition display, it is a QHD display. And if you take a closer look over this device, you will not notice any pixelation, but the text is very small to read. I don't know whether you have the option of increasing the font size of the icons over there, but the text is definitely quite difficult to read at times on this device, at least in this particular thing. When we go to the Blackberry hub, it is not like the case. The text is pretty big in size, but especially the icons have a very small text. And again, this is the kind of design which we have seen earlier as well. So you do get some new features as well on this device. Taking a look over the phone dialer, here we have the phone dialer, and again on the phone dialer itself, you do not have the option of making a video call. This is something which you can note down. So you do not have the option of making a video call. However, you do have the option of minimizing it and then going to other applications. That is something you can always do. But when it comes to option of making a video call, it is not there. When it comes to messaging application is there on this device. However, when it comes to messaging as well, you do not have the option of sending a video message, which is there on this device. If you would like to send a video message, you cannot. You do have file manager as well, which will come pre-installed. You have weather application, which will give you weather updates. Evernote application come pre-installed. You do have Adobe Reader as well and other things which might be useful for you. But again, I would say you can actually always load Android application on this device and get the kind of experience you are looking for in case you want a Blackberry phone. And in case you miss out on application front, you can always sideload them and run on this device, which supports Android 4.4 KitKat runtime as well. That means the KitKat supported application will also run on this device. So one more thing I would like to tell you, out of the 8 GB storage on this device, as of now 4 GB is being used with the pre-installed application which will come pre-installed. So the available amount of memory which you will get on the Blackberry Z3 is going to be 4 GB. It is not going to be complete 8 GB, but 4 GB is something which you will get free on this device. In case you are wondering whether the new Blackberry Z3 will support the mobile hotspot feature or not, it does support that. As you can see over here under settings, it does have support for internet tethering, and you can also create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. You do have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported on this device. As far as language input options are concerned, it is right now set to English UK. However, you do have support for English as well. However, you won't be able to type in Hindi languages on this device. Let me just show you the keyboard first of all, so that you can get an idea how does the keyboard look like. The keyboard is exactly the same which you might have seen on the Z30 or Z10, and again this keyboard does give you the kind of suggestions you are looking for. So in that case, it will give you the suggestion, and however it does not have continuous input typing support, so swipe type is not supported, but it will give you the suggestions in English as well as in English in case you are using it in India. So apart from the regular settings, you do have voice control feature as well, which you can use on this device. So you can control this device with the help of voice. You can actually do different settings. You can send an email, reply to an email with the help of voice. You can do all that under settings. And when we take a look over the other things which we have under settings, we do have option over here for the quick settings, which can be customized. So the toggles which you see on the notification center on the top, which is right now not accessible, are coming from here. So in case you would like to not see any of the specific option, if you don't want to see the alarm thing under notification, you can always uncheck it, and you can always rearrange them as well. So you can move the order of them by moving them upward or downwards. You can actually adjust them. You do have other things as well, like when it comes to search, you can actually specify how would you like the search to work on this phone. You do have software updates as well, so you can update the version of Blackberry OS, which is right now 10.2.1.2941. so you can actually update it with the help of over-the-air update, which is going to be supplied from Blackberry. You will have that feature. However, Blackberry is not very popular as of now in India when it comes to mobile phone options, but this device, as per the price it has been offered, it looks like a decent choice, and it is a kind of a good device, I would say, in terms of the hardware specification. Slightly underpowered, but again the kind of display it has, the kind of OS fluidness it has, everything is like fluid. It is not a laggy device. It is a kind of a smooth device which you can always use without any issues, and this is going to be a Blackberry phone which you would like to have, an affordable Blackberry phone which you would like to purchase, and it will do the task of a smartphone for you. However, you might miss out some application which you might not be able to run on this device. So that is something which you might regret later on, but still, if you want a Blackberry phone, you can always go for this one, and this is Blackberry Z3 for you. This is going to come in India very soon. It is right now available for pre-order. It will be available within a week. You can always buy it from, not only from online, right now you can pre-book it on Flipkart, but you can always get it on the offline stores as well, those who sell Blackberry phones, so you can get it from there as well. So let's check out the camera quality now. After everything which we have told you about this device, I will take a photo of my iPhone 5. Right now we are taking this photo in low light scenario, so you do have tap to focus, I guess. So tap to focus is there, and it will take the photos quickly, and here we have the photo. So the photo, in case of the clarity, I would say it's coming out to be pretty good, I would say, because the kind of low light scenario we have, most of the cameras which I have seen with the 5 megapixel camera phone, they will perform very poor in this kind of a light scenario. But this device, on the other hand, has given good amount of details, and the color reduction is also pretty decent if I compare it with the original object over there. So in terms of the camera, it is good as well. So let's take a look over the front camera now. So taking a look over the front camera, we need to toggle it to the front camera, and let's switch to the front camera now. So this is how the front camera looks like. The front camera is a 1.1 megapixel camera. You can do a high definition video recording as well from the front camera. That means the video recording or the high definition video call is possible from the front camera, and the quality is also good. However, the feed becomes hazy if I move the device much, but still it is good enough, not bad at all for the price you are paying for it. And the 5 megapixel camera on this device is actually decent, and I would say slightly better as compared to the other 5 megapixel camera phones which I have seen in this particular price segment. So that's all from us. Thanks for watching this video. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. This is Blackberry Z3 preview for you. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.